Ottawa River Keeper this year has been embarking on the Great River Project, which is a series of 5 river trips that will span the river from Fort Temiskaming all the way down to Montreal. The purpose of the project is for Ottawa River Keeper, first and foremost, to be on the river, making observations, understanding where the impacts are seen, where the stresses are on the river, and doing some water quality monitoring along the length of the river. It's also a project that's been constructed to raise awareness about the river and let people understand a little bit more about the river and why it's so important, what it's providing us, what it's provided in the past, how it's been in the past, and how it's been treated in the past, how it's being treated in the present, and what we need to do in the future if we want to maintain our rights to swim and drink and fish from the river, what we need to do. So one of the big messages that I'm bringing as I go through communities on the river is that we can't just sit back and rely on our provincial and federal governments to do everything in their power to protect the river. The Ottawa River right now has not one agency that's responsible for the long-term health of the river. We have no management plan for the river. We have no conservation plan for the river. And these agencies, as we see over time, their budgets are consistently getting cut. Enforcement officers are decreasing, and they just don't have the ability and the people to do the job that we need to do to monitor the river and to enforce and protect the river. So it's really fundamentally important that individual communities understand the role that they play to protect the river. And if local communities are not going to stand up and say, hey, we want our swimming beach to be open all the time in the summer, not just 10 days of the summer month. We want to be able to eat the fish out of the river, and we want to be able to draw drinking water from the river. And if communities are not speaking up for their own water bodies, then really nobody is. That's why groups like the Bonachère River Project Watershed Project are so critical for the health of their local waterways. Fundamentally important. If we want to protect this river, River Keeper alone can't do it. It's got to be a joint effort. Everybody has to take shared responsibility, from the hydro companies to the municipalities, to our provincial and federal governments, individuals, at all levels. We need to work together.